Matt, welcome to Crystal Palace. How do you feel to be here?
I'm really excited to be here. You know, the last minutes of any deal get a little bit stressful, but it's really good to be here now, and I'm just ready to get to work.
You join a hugely competitive goalkeeping department. Remy Matthews, Dean Henderson playing for England. Are you excited to get into training with those guys?
Absolutely, and I'm also excited to work with the goalkeeper coach, Dean as well. I heard a lot about him from Wayne Hennessy, and obviously Dean and Remy, they got a lot of experience, so it'll be great to get to know them, learn how they work, support them in whatever ways I can, but also push them to be the best versions of themselves.
It's the start of a new season for you in English football. How do you feel like you've developed so far at Arsenal, at Nottingham Forest, and now coming here?
Yeah, I think I've developed in a lot of ways. I think the game in England is very different than everywhere else in the world. The Premier League is the best league in the world, so I really want to be here. I really want to challenge myself. I think I learned a lot of lessons, particularly last season. I learned what it takes to win in this league. The margins are very fine, and obviously I learned a lot of lessons while I was at Arsenal as well. So for me, I've grown a lot as a player, a goalkeeper, a person, a father, a husband, and for me, I feel like I'm in a really good place to put my best foot forward and really hit the ground running.
We've seen names over the years like Brad Friedel, Tim Howard. I mean, there is something about American goalkeepers doing well in the Premier League, isn't there?
There definitely is something about Americans and American goalkeepers specifically, and yeah, I want to get into those categories. You know, that's my end goal. I know I'm not quite there yet, but and I've got my work cut out for me to get there, because those two names that you've mentioned are you know, some of the elites of all time. So yeah, to be in the same league in those categories, whether it be for the national team or in the Premier League, would be a huge honor, and yeah, I hope to continue to carry the torch.
Well, Palace have just returned from the States this summer. We saw a growing, hugely passionate fan base out there. Have you enjoyed watching the growth of the Premier League over in the States in the last few years?
Yeah, I think that the Premier League is, I mean, I went to university. I kind of lived that whole American, the real story. You know, I went to high school, I went to college, and I almost even got a job in the real world. Just kind of football sort of worked out for me. So my story is pretty unique. But all the while, I was definitely a huge football fan, and the things that got me most excited were the Premier League games, Premier League mornings on Saturdays and Sundays. You know, anybody who's a fan of the game in the US probably has a team that they support in England somewhere or in the UK somewhere. So it's a pretty special thing to have watched grown over the years, and now to be a part of the league as a player and not just a fan is just remarkable.
Well, we do have a message for you from someone who knows that feeling.
Oh,
so I can
gosh.
hand you this and you can hit play there.
Oh, dang. It's my boy.
Matty T, good to have another American here. Welcome you, bro.
That's it, huh? Nah, it's nice. I love Chris. He's a great guy. We obviously played a national team together, and we've stayed really close over the last few years, do a lot of traveling together and all that. So I'm really excited. I'm disappointed that the other fellow honorary American, Rob Holding, wasn't on that video as well. Yeah.
Well, it is Ted Lasso, Chris Richards, Matt Turner, Rebecca Lowe. We have our own Eagle. It's a bit of an American takeover, isn't it?
That's right. That's right. The Eagles, you know, red, white, and blue.
Well, turning back to the Premier League, you played at Selhurst Park last season. You kept a clean sheet. We'll let you off for that for now. But how much are you looking forward to being back there in South London as a part of Crystal Palace with those fans behind you? Yeah,
I think, you know, something that you know when you're coming to play against Crystal Palace is how great the support is. And, you know, sometimes from the outside you can be a little intimidated by it, you know. It's not going to be an easy place to come play, but I'm looking forward to getting to know the fans, seeing what makes them tick. I think the fans can expect a lot of passion from me, somebody who really cares, you know, about the connection that I have with them, but also, you know, trying to win and give them the supports, you know, the support that they deserve, you know, because of how they support us. So being there for the fans, them being there for us, and, you know, I think it's just going to be really special. So I'm really, really looking forward to it.
And that was my final question, really, was do you have a message for those fans that you're so much looking forward to meeting?
Yeah, I think for me, it's just I'm really looking forward to getting to know each and every one of them, and putting my best foot forward every day, and yeah, hopefully more clean sheets, but this time for the good guys.